started. On your left, freshman Harrison Ingram, career high 21 points. On your right, Spencer Jones, also with 21 points. We'll open up for questions.
Yeah, I guess kind of right off the bat, you guys hadn't played since December 23rd. You guys got off to a great start immediately. What was the key to kind of staying fresh and looped during the layover?
I mean, it was honestly a struggle to figure out what we were going to do because we were getting one or two guys back every other day. So, I mean, kudos to Mike Chat and our whole staff just figuring out, what we need to do to make sure everybody's in shape and everybody's ready to play, and everybody was, and it showed.
Yes, sir. We had a lot of people out and just coming back, and I just got back 4 days ago, and for 5 days in a row they had us work out, no breaks, and just kudos to Mike Chat and Coach Crocker.
What was the hardest part for you guys, just getting back into a rhythm? How difficult was that in game?
I didn't think it was that difficult. I mean, you first practice coming in, it's just getting back in shape because you're just sitting in a room quarantined for 10 days. So that was the rough part. Once you get the lungs going, I mean, we were just back into getting the chemistry with the guys, and we were off like we never left.
Right. Yes. Same for me. Just getting my shot and my legs back under me was weird, and just playing defense is something you can't really replicate in a room.
Pretty early on in the game, did you guys realize, okay, we feel like we're back to our usual selves, or?
We felt that 2 days ago in practice. We had one of the best practices we ever had. Everybody just was clicking. Everybody making the extra pass, just doing everything we need to do to win games like these, and obviously it showed.
Right. I'd say same thing as Spencer. After about 2 days for each person, got our legs back under us, and it was kind of just playing full court 5-on-5 and running extra and just shooting after practice is what it took.
It seems like every time USC kind of pulled away a little bit, or look at it might, you guys found ways to close the gap or take a lead. What was kind of the key in bringing them in and not allowing them to gain the kind of separation that they wanted to have?
I mean, that just comes into our number one key to the game plan, which was just be the toughest team out there. I mean, we knew it was going to be a battle, boxing out all those big guys, Mobley, Peterson, all these 6'7", 6'9" guys, and I mean, we just kept battling. We knew we could never give up that aspect, and I mean, we may have lost the rebounding battle by one, but I feel like we were the toughest team out there.
Right, just kind of what Coach Haase always says is believe, and we all believed we were going to win the game, so we never gave up.
If there are any questions from Zoom, please raise your hand and we'll call on you. Go ahead, Steve. Hold on 1 second, Steve.
How would you put this win in perspective for the entire program? To beat a top 5 team, haven't played, not only a top 5 team, you haven't played at all in almost 3 weeks. Where does this win rank in your mind in maybe in Stanford basketball history?
I mean, this is the best win since I've been here, easily. And I mean, like you said, just to do it coming off our COVID hiatus. And
Sponsored by your local Northwest Ford dealer. Built Ford.
I mean, Stanford history, it's got to be up there. But I'll tell you what, we're not finished. We still know that there's top 10 teams in this conference, and we want to go at all of them. So we're definitely not done.
Right. Same thing as Spencer said. It's the best win since I've been here. The short time I've been here. But yes, sir, we have a bunch of other top teams to play, and we know we'll see them again at third place. So we're excited to play them again.
Thank you.
Troy Clardy.
Yeah, this question's for Harrison. Take me back to when you got teed up after that dunk. What was going through your mind then, and what did it take to kind of reset yourself and kind of really help take control of the game after that point on, when it could have been a point where things could have gone the other way?
Right. Going through the play, I kind of got a fast break dunk, and I just lost focus mentally, and I was just fired up. The ref teed me up for talking a little trash, and this Coach Haase kind of got me back on track, saying if I need to talk to him, talk trash to him, and fired up with my teammates on defense. I just locked back in on defense, and everything came on offense.
Awesome. Anything else? He's good. All right, we'll be back with Coach Haase in a couple minutes.
One final question.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, one final question for Harrison. Just career high 21 points, knocking down threes, moving more offense, I guess, kind of scoring. Prolific games, obviously, but just kind of what did you see from the USC defense that allowed you to go off and put up the number of points that you did? Because usually you see more kind of like 12, 13 point, more well-rounded games from you.
Definitely just the way they were playing me. They're kind of playing off with Mobley guarding me, and he was kind of letting me shoot threes. And, I mean, I've been working on my shot every day with Coach Crocker and just the rest of the coaching staff, and in practice, just knowing and trusting my shot. My teammates trusting to pass the ball to me, shooting open threes and getting out in transition.
Perfect.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. We'll be
Thank
back with
you.
Coach Haase in 2 minutes.
All right, thank you very much.
Appreciate you, Zach.
All right, head coach Jerod Haase. Coach, if you'll open up with a statement.
Yeah, that's a big time win for our program, needless to say, and getting wins against top 5 teams in the country is not something that comes around every day. I do think USC is worthy of that ranking. I think they're a fantastic team. They execute what they do at a very, very high level. Obviously, they have size, they have shooting, and they're really good 15 feet and in a lot of different ways. But from our standpoint, I thought we executed our plan well. I think the guys, especially in the second half, embraced the ideas of what we had talked about. We shared the basketball, I thought, very, very well. In the second half, we got shots and didn't turn the ball over, which I thought was really important. And we had a bunch of guys make timely plays, whether it was free throws, three-point shots, plays at the rim, and then defensively, I thought we were really active. But it's a game, again, that we're proud to win. I'm proud of the guys, and we've had a very, very extended layoff of most of our guys, minimum 10 days in quarantine, and some of the guys even going home for a few days for Christmas and not doing anything and then testing positive and having upwards of 13, 14 days without activity. So I was a little bit concerned coming in about our conditioning, and obviously those questions were answered, and the guys did a heck of a job.
What does it say about the guys to be able to do that, to come back from a break and obviously you're not easing back into the schedule playing these guys?
Yeah, it says a lot. The truth is, I mean, it was probably when they were in grade school when they took literally 2 weeks off from activity. You know, even after the season, guys might take a few days, maybe a week, maybe 10 days, but they're always back in the gym shooting. They're always back in the weight room, getting back in there. I mean, I really believe if you ask everybody on our team, they haven't had a 2-week period where they haven't worked out since they were, 5 years old. So with that comes an unknown. As you take that kind of a break and come back, I think our doctors, strength coach, trainer, we all worked together to talk about how the return to play would look, and to make sure number one priority for us was health, and the guys did a nice job executing what we did. I think we put a good plan together, but it does say a lot about our team too, just to be able to follow the plan and get to the next play. Look, after last year, our guys understand what adversity is, understand what challenges is. We don't take ourselves too seriously right now. It's still a game of basketball. We rolled the basketball out there. We practiced yesterday, so let's go play today.
You guys talked about the practice, I think maybe 2 days ago was when these were one of their better practices and they realized, okay, we're back in. Did you notice that as a coach too?
Yeah, 2 days ago was the first time we had any contact in practice, and we didn't have much of it. And then yesterday, same kind of thing. So, really in the 19 days, there was a very minimal amount of contact in practice. But 2 days ago, it was a lot of breakdown type stuff, part method type stuff. That today you saw the full method, and the guys carried it over really well.
Seems like there was a real emphasis that players talked about, a real emphasis on, keep it up on the glass. Is that something that you kind of emphasized with them, and how do you feel? It looks like you guys, you must be pleased with how you guys did in that department overall, no?
Absolutely not. This is the first time all year we didn't win the battle of the boards. No, in all seriousness, yes, they battled hard. They were fighting for the rebounds. We only gave up 4 offensive rebounds. The numbers ended up being very, very close. We lost by 1 in terms of the rebound numbers. But yeah, this is a game. This is a man's game, where people are going to be hitting and fighting and scrapping and clawing. Our guys joined that fight today.
All right, on Zoom, if you have a question, please raise your hand. All right, Troy Clardy.
Yeah, Coach, 2 things if I can. Number one, what did you see from Harrison out there this afternoon, especially in the second half? And who were some of the other folks that you thought might kind of pull the weight and help Stanford get the win?
Well, as a group, it truly is hard to single guys out. But Harrison was great. Noah came in and gave great minutes as well. But a lot of the stuff too wasn't necessarily points. It was deflections on defense or one-on-one battles in the post. So, I mean, we've said it 1,000 times, and we'll continue to say it. It was a team effort, a group effort, but it certainly helps things when, Spencer's making a couple threes, Noah's making a couple threes, and Harrison certainly stepped up his game and was a focal point of our success.
Second thing, how's Maxine looking? Was the timetable for his potential return?
I don't even know. I think he was sleeping, so didn't see the game. But no, I'm joking on that one. But I don't have a timetable at this point. He is, he's going through protocols right now, and I don't know. So many moving parts with number of days, quarantines, different entities making those decisions. So we'll get him back as soon as we can and get him going.
Steve Croner.
Hey, Jerod, congrats on the win. In your tenure at Stanford, is this the best victory that you got to enjoy?
I don't know. I'd rather you ask me that question tomorrow, and I can process it a little bit. We've had some really special wins. Some of the special wins have been when there's no fans. We had Arizona last year, UCLA last year. This game here. The Oregon game earlier this year was fantastic. But yeah, top 5 team. It means a lot. There's no question about it. Again, I don't know where I would rank wins, but this was certainly special.
And kind of follow up on that a little bit. You had a 2.5 week absence from playing. Was it any better or more difficult to get players together or get their attention, knowing you're playing a top 5 team? Sometimes maybe I think that might help guys focus, right? Because you know if you don't, you're not going to come on the winning side.
Yeah. The guys did a great job. Look, if you can't get excited for a top 5 team after sitting out for almost 3 weeks, then our guys don't have a pulse, and I know they do have a pulse. So, to be honest with you, much of my time yesterday and the day before and today, even in game, was just talking strategy. It wasn't beating my chest and trying to pump them up and getting them to play hard. The expectation is they can handle that part on their own. They need a roadmap from me. They need a plan from me, and I think I spent a lot of time doing that, and that gives the guys a lot of credit that they handled the other part of trying to follow the plan and really providing the effort.
What's one specific thing in that plan that enabled you to win?
Only 3 turnovers in the second half is a really good one. So when we get shots, and then a lot of the breakdown drills we did in our offense carried over to the game, so we were able to late shot clock kind of continue to get quality shots and not turn the ball over.
Fair enough. Congrats.
Thank you.
Anything else, you guys?
Yeah, just one final for me. They got into the bonus pretty early, and foul trouble was an issue for you guys in the second half. What was the key to weathering that storm as well as you guys did, and still coming on top despite the huge foul advantage?
Yeah, I didn't bring it up a whole lot, to be honest. And what we wanted to do was shrink the court as much as possible to take away driving lanes and take away the things at the basket. And early in the half, we racked up the fouls quickly. Maybe a step slow, but also playing really good players that know how to draw fouls. So no question, we got to we were in foul trouble, got them to the free throw line a lot. And at the same time, we're not going to be able to guard everything perfectly. So it was a factor in the game, but we were able to weather that storm.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys on Zoom.
Thank you.